What does high score mean? New high score, is that bad? What does that mean? Did I break it?
Hello everyone and welcome to Veteran Gaming. I am Aaron and today we're going to be talking about Eternal Evolution and we're going to be focusing on a specific hero, Senway, who has recently unlocked and evolved quite a bit with the Rise of Hero event currently going on. So let's go ahead and click on good old Senway, and I love his animation video, so I specifically didn't do it to let it play. And there we go. He's throwing his staff around fire. He's got his shadow. Outstanding. Now we just got like that sweet little smirk going on. He's got his big flask, because you never know when you're going to need a pull, right? Flaming staff, possibly on fire. Not really worried about it reaching his hand, though, because he's Senway. All right, here we go. He is a Winfer, and he is a Summoner class, which there's only a couple of them right now. They're all pretty powerful in their own right, and I really like Senway. I think he's a little bit stronger than Nagrama, but I guess time will tell on that. So his first skill here, his ultimate, is he's going to summon a shadow at the target location. If the target location is already occupied, the shadow will be summoned near the target instead. When the ultimate is cast, the shadow is already on the battlefield. A new shadow will be summoned. Previous one will leave. So this shadow, the summoned unit, is a ranged unit with 130% of Senway's attack and 90% of his defense and HP. So hits a little harder, but is a little squishier. It does not inherit any other attributes of Senway, such as crit or damage, because the shadow has 30% crit rate, 15% damage, and 500 attack speed bonus. He's getting kind of his own bonuses. So he's going to summon this shadow hero that helps him out. One thing that is important to note here is that unlike Skur and Hattie, when his shadow dies, he doesn't die. So we're not quite as concerned about throwing health into this character. Here we go. Here's our common attack. Cast Chase Life on all enemies in the target area. Anytime the enemy loses 3% of the max health, they receive damage equal to 95% of Senway's attack, which gets a little bit higher. His other common is he fires a fireball and explodes and hits all enemies within 2 meters. So he actually has a little bit of AoE on him also, and it's boosted by his attack rating. And his passive, when he starts, Senway gains 350 energy. Why does he do that? Because he needs to summon his shadow. That's really what makes him viable. So if he just starts at flat energy, it's hard to get him up there. So each time Senway casts a skill, permanently gain 4% skill damage, while shadow gains 3% attack, and that goes up to 5 times. And then the shadow attack is boosted as you enhance him, as you evolve him farther and farther. So I did some testing last night on a live stream with Senway. I wanted to check on his gear specifically, which I think attack is going to be, this hero sets are going to be the best for him. I did try him with the light gap just because I was wondering if the initial energy, he comes out immediately with his shadow in this set. But for any battle of any length of time, it's the attack rating is just gonna maximize a little bit more. Just against the Loot Pinata, the guild boss, I did 3 million in the full attack gear, and 2.4 and 2.5 on some trial runs and some other gear, including the light gap. So I think this is going to be the best. If you're going to run him in your arena team, that light gap might be the best just because you want that initial burst of energy, so you want to fire that shadow out as soon as possible. But for all my testing for like guild boss and that kind of stuff, decent caves, any of that stuff where there's a little bit longer time to hit, you're going to want the attack. Obviously, you're going to want to put points into his talents, and all his attack rating and everything is right there. His exclusive, each stack of energy mastery includes the shadow's crit rate by 2%. Remember, the shadow doesn't take any of Senway's stats other than the attack and 90% of the HP and stuff. So boosting crit rate and attack speed of that shadow is going to help quite a bit. Once you get him to 10 here, you got the Brotherly Connection. Enhanced Shadow's basic attacks bounce up to 3 different enemies, inflicting 120% attack as damage. So you're getting a little bit of AoE with the flame burst from Senway, and you're getting a little bit of AoE from the shadow. So this isn't a true energy hero where you're making those massive AoE hits, but he can do some AoE damage also, which is another reason why I absolutely love Senway. So from the testing I did last night, put him in attack gear. If you've run some testing or you have an outstanding luck with him in another set of gear, leave it in the comments section down below. Let's have a dialogue about how we can maximize this character, since pretty much everybody's going to have him after the Rise of Heroes event and probably have him at a decently high level, especially if you use my guide, which I posted at roughly the same time as this one. So make sure you're checking out that video. Maximize the Rise of Heroes and all your Rise of Heroes events. And then this is Senway, an absolutely amazing summoner hero that is very strong and going to help you in multiple game modes. If you guys aren't playing Eternal Evolution yet, make sure you click my link down below. It will directly benefit my channel if you guys download through that link, and I hope you guys have as much fun with the game as I am having. Make sure you also subscribe to the channel so you're not missing any upcoming content. I am going to try to stream at least once a week to answer some questions, do some testing, whatever the community's needing. And as always, guys, have fun. Good luck.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.